Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to do a shoe comparison episode. I feel like I don't do enough sneaker episodes. So in case anybody out there is wondering, which classic shoes should I get? And I feel like that these two shoes are probably the most classic shoes that you can find in stores. But Air Jordan 1s and old school Vans, alright? I have both shoes, and I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I will wear a pair of Air Jordan 1s over any pair of Vans, alright? Any pair of Vans. Like, I had to say, because there are some Vans where they are comfortable, but like those old school, old fashioned $60 Vans, those shoes are, to me, they're a little uncomfortable. Like, I tried wearing those shoes, and it's one of those pairs of shoes where it's like you have to add an insole in it, because if you don't, it's bruh. Like, and then versus an Air Jordan 1, I'm like, bro, I have went on full-blown adventures with those shoes, man. Like, there's pairs of, like, Air Jordan 1s that I have where it's all the way from the first pair of Air Jordan 1s that I have, all the way to the last pair that I bought. I'm like, bro, I have went in adventures around my house. I have went in adventures around Seattle. I have went into adventures Washington State. I'm trying to think, did I ever wear a pair of Air Jordan 1s out of state? I'm pretty sure, like, and no, honestly, I'm thinking about doing that. Like, because, no, I know at some point in time I am going to take a trip. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm going to mess around. I'm just going to go either buy me a new pair or just wear a pair that I already got. But, I'm like, I'm going to wear me a pair of Air Jordan 1s. Versus with Vans. Vans are shoes where it's like, like I say, you have to add an insole in it. Because if you don't, like, I can tell you guys, like, all the times, like, the key moments I remember of me wearing Vans and Air Jordan 1s. And I'm like, there are even other Air Jordans where they're not as comfortable as Air Jordan 1s. But I'd rather wear those than to wear me a pair of Vans. But anyways, so no, let me overall tell you guys about the time when I remember when I had bought me, because the thing was this. I remember having a pair of Vans when I was in high school, and this was before I was a sneakerhead, so I was just out wearing uncomfortable shoes left and right. Like, I wear Air Forces. Air Forces are comfortable. Converse are comfortable. But then when I was like wearing Vans, it was when I had started wearing like Air Jordan 11s and other type of like Air Max shoes, like just buying a bunch of different types of shoes. Like, your feet starts to adapt to those shoes. Like, no, let me just talk to you guys about that real quick. When you start wearing like really like cushioning, where you got shoes that has like foam just laid out on the midsole of the shoe from foam. I've had shoes that have like these like cushioning beads, whether they're React cushioning, Air Zoom cushioning, Air Zoom, like there's so many different types of like Nike to Adidas to Vans to just, there are so many different types, right? And I remember when back when I was in high school, I wore me a pair of Vans. And I wear those Vans like every day, bruh. Every single day. Like, those were just my go-to shoes to wear at one point in time. And so, anyways, wore those shoes. And then years later, got into sneakers. Started wearing all these other different types of shoes, right? And yeah, wearing Air Jordan 1s, I was like, hey, yo, these shoes are mad comfortable. I like these, you know? Then I bought me a pair of Vans. And it was those like them high top like black ones where it has like the old school Vans, the old school high top Vans, right? And it's like the $65 ones, so it ain't like they got all this different types of technology in it and stuff. No, it's just regular old school Vans, right? I remember I wore those. I wore them around the house. They felt fine. As soon as I had wore them outside, that's when it had hit me. I'm like, oh, I can't wear these shoes on a regular basis. You literally feel the ground right underneath your foot. Like, no, what I overall mean by that is like the midsole, like the inside of the shoe, like from foot to ground, like that middle portion, the midsole and the outsole and all that, it is literally paper thin, bro. Paper thin. So thin that I'm pretty sure I can stick my toe out at the bottom of that shoe. Not even Converse feels like that, bro. I've had so many different types of shoes. I have never felt shoes that have felt like that before. So yeah, I was like, no, I can't wear these on a regular basis. And I had to I ended up giving those shoes away. And then there's like other shoes that other Vans I have where they're kind of like the old school Vans, but they had to have some cushioning. And even then, I'm like, bro, this is literally like their form of cushioning is like Air Jordan 1s, like without cushioning, just a regular pair of Air Jordan 1s, like no extra added stuff. And then there's been times where I've wore Air Jordan 1s where they do have like a extra layer of it don't really add a whole lot, but still though, I'm all like, man, it's just that's the step up from from what they're adding. So yeah, if you guys ask me, the best pair of these both shoes to get is, yeah, just get you a pair of Air Jordan 1 mids. Air Jordan 1 mids don't usually go for that much. They go for maybe like 120 something. And if you go on like a website like GOAT or StockX, I'm opening up both GOAT and Nike right now, but I'm pretty sure you can find you a pair of Air Jordan 1 mids under retail at that. So hold on for a second. Let me Air Jordan 1 mid, price under retail. Yeah, like you can go up on here and there's so many different colorways that I might have to end up getting myself. Dang, they got a lot of different shoes under retail for the Air Jordan 1s, and it's a lot that I'm like, bro, I might have to cop me a few pairs, bruh. Dang, even these. Bro, I just made a mistake. Like, I shouldn't have done this to myself, man. But no, Air Jordan 1s, especially the mid tops, they're mad cheap. But I think the reason why they're mad cheap is because nobody like mid tops. Everybody always has something to say about mid tops, and I'm like, I like mid tops. I've never had an issue with the Air Jordan 1 mids, but yeah, there's just people out there where they're like, oh, they're not Air Jordan. Even these them brown ones, no, they actually cost. Well, no, I could get them in a 10.5. That wouldn't be that bad. So, but yeah, dang man, they got a lot of different colorways on here where I'm like, hey, I might have to come over here one of these days. Oh, I remember these, the Wear Away Taxi. Yeah, these ones, I like how these ones look. And dang, they don't even go for that much, bro. How much? Hold on for a second. Let me see something real quick because I needs to know. All right, size 10, $91. Bro, I might have to cop these because I'm saying, bro, like that. When I get paid, I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna just keep this page open just in case. But with Vans though, you could go to like Zoomies because I know if the comfort and all that stuff. But that's the thing though, I feel like that should be a main priority when you are getting yourself a pair of shoes. If you don't, if comfort isn't your main priority, bro, you're gonna be having some feet issues in the future because there's people that I know where. And I guess, like, I know people probably ask me, well, how did I get away with it for so long? It's because, like I said, I guess if you're not used to wearing, like, all different types of shoes where it has all this cushioning and technology in it, like Air Jordan 11s, they got, like, this cushioning, they got this carbon fiber plate in it, and then it has, like, this rubber outsole, so it's like, yeah, your feet ain't touching that ground whatsoever. Where's some other shoes I have? I have these one Nike shoes where it has like these beads, so it has like this kind of like not weird layer, but it has like this layer where it's like kind of like a cloth, and then it has these beads, and then it has the rubber outsole and stuff. Those are comfortable. React cushioning. I'm saying then you got where Adidas, they got like their Boost cushioning. So if you're not used to shoes like that and you're just used to like flat foot shoes, then I think it shouldn't be an issue. But I think after a while of wearing shoes where it has all this like technology and cushioning in it, your feet adapts to those types of shoes. And then when you try to wear yourself a pair of Vans, then you're like, oh well, I didn't think they were going to be like this. I didn't think they were going to, they ain't got, and then you are going to have to go out and buy yourself a pair of like Dr. Scholl's. So what I would personally recommend, if you are going to go out and buy you a pair of Vans, some old school Vans, go maybe like half a size or a size up, and then get you, so here's what I would personally recommend. Find a store that sells a pair of Vans, right? But make sure you get you a pair of Dr. Scholl's in your size. And then just in all the different sizes around your size, and just make sure you're going up. Don't go down. Because Vans, they are true to size, along with Air Jordan 1s. They are also true to size. All different types of Air Jordan 1s, from low tops, mid tops, high tops. Any other pair of Air Jordan 1s that you can think of, they're all true to size, all right? So, but anyways, but what I would personally recommend with a pair of Vans is to get you a pair of Dr. Scholl's, like some like really cushioning insoles, right? And then take them to either Zoomies, a Vans store, skateboarding, any other type of skateboarding store, because they're gonna have a pair of Vans and stuff. Either you can go true to size, but try it on first with the Dr. Scholl's inside. Try it on, and then if that's too small or too snug, then go up half a size and keep just going up half a size until you find the size that's comfortable and stuff. And then it should be working out for you and things. But other than that, I can't really think of anything else to recommend with a pair of Vans. But with a pair of Air Jordan 1s, alright, so actually what I can say about a pair of Vans is that they got a lot of different colorways out there. So that's why I had to say, like, if there's any shoe that I could compare to an Air Jordan 1, it has to be Vans, because there's so many different types of colorways and stuff. To where it's like, bruh, you have, like, you literally can base a whole outfit off of a pair of Vans or Air Jordan 1s because of the amount of colorways that they got. I'm saying, like, even just looking up the mid colorways, they got, for the Air Jordan 1 mids, they have, like, these ones that's, blue, white, and, gray. They have so many different types of, Air Jordan 1s that's, red, white, and black, because that's, like, a popular colorway. They call it, bread. And so, anyways, they got that. They got another one that's blue, it's like a lighter blue, but it's black and white. And then they got like another, bluish one, black and white ones, an all black one, another blue. Yeah, you could tell, like, Jordan, his favorite color is like blue, and blue is because he played with, North Carolina, and that's their colors, and then red for the Chicago Bulls. But there's these ones, I'm like, bro, I might have to, dang, man, I like how those ones look. They got like Lakers colorway. They got like a reverse yellow toe. It's like yellow, and it has like this black toe. They got like some ones that look like some Travis Scott ones, kind of. They got like some white ones. Yeah, they got a lot of different Air Jordan 1s where it's like you'll go on here, you'll just be overwhelmed with they even got like some patent leather ones. I might have to check those ones out, because those ones are actually a little bit more expensive than the other ones. Never mind. So, but man, they got so many different types of ones on here, like you'll be overwhelmed. And that's just, ooh, what are these? Air Jordan 1. Oh, these are a grade school one. But that's kind of dope how they got like the dude in the middle and stuff. I don't even know who that dude is, but I'm like, hey, I like it. A hologram? Yeah, that's sick. I'm like, bro, that makes me upset that I ain't got my feet are all big and things. I'm like, and then it feels like they getting bigger. I'm like, bro, I need to see if they got any more. No, let me look that up real quick. Air Jordan. All right, Air Jordan 1. How you spell hologram? Hold on for a second. No search. So hold on. Okay, that's how you spell hologram. Okay, hologram. They have to have one mid. What does that mean? Bro, how they gonna have all these ones where it's like these grade school? And I'm like, bro, I will rock. They even have one where it's like, oh, is that that if that's supposed to be Jordan, I'm like, bro, that doesn't look anything like him. That is I thought that was a white man now when you actually zoom in and then you can kind of see it's a black guy, but that looked like, I thought that was a white man far away with like a receding hairline. I'm like, no. And then when you look at the other ones, they got like the preschool or the toddler ones where that one looks more like Air Jordan. Then they got these are the preschool ones. PS and stuff. Yeah, I don't know why they won't just but yeah, that's no. What is that? U.S. men, U.S. youth, U.S. men. Oh, is that? See, I don't trust that though. Like that just don't seem right and stuff. I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. I'm not going full with it and things. I would like to buy it, but I'm like, I ain't fooling with that. They gonna have to come out with a size where it ain't got like no PS. What does PS stand for in shoes? PS that's preschool, bro. I'm like, I'm not fooling with that. I ain't gonna go and get 10.5 preschool and next thing you know, this shoes, it ain't even that big and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, they got like sizes where it's like, it looks like it could be my size, but I'm like, I'm not fooling with it. And so I'm like, it could just be a really big preschooler or something, but still, it ain't gonna be big enough for my feet. So, but I ain't fooling with it. So, but anyways, and then, talking on pricing, Air Jordan 1s, they are, more expensive they are all of them, from the low tops, mid tops, high tops, special collaborations, what are some other ones? Yeah, all different types of Air Jordan 1s. They're going to always be more expensive than a pair of Vans. Although there is this reselling store that I go to out here in Washington where they got a pair of Vans. They cost like $600, and I've been meaning to ask those guys. I'm like, next time I go up to that mall, I'm gonna ask those guys like, hey yo, why are these Vans so expensive? Because I'm like, you could just go like downstairs not even downstairs. You literally could just go all the way straight down. There's a Zoomy store. I could get them same looking pair of Vans. I'm gonna have to go up there one of these days and ask them, because I'm like, because no, those Vans, bro, them Vans have been sitting up there for years, because there's people that goes there and they're like, I'm not fooling with those, all right? So there's no reason for no Vans to be costing that much. So, but anyways, and that being said, I hope this episode about sneakers helped you guys out. I'll probably end up doing more episodes like this in the future. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any controller accessories from Fatal Grips, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off of your next purchase. I can't remember what I said for Poggers, but if I did say $20, I meant to say 10% off, all right? So, anyways, SeatGeek, $20 off if you use my promo code TMossBoss. Poggers, 10% off if you use my promo code TMossBoss. Fatal Grips, 10% off if you use my promo code TMossBoss. Until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching or listening, and peace.